So salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Okay, into a hot skillet, we've got a little bit of olive oil here. Should we put all three of them in?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I just don't want to overcrowd the pan. So.
Yeah, I think they'll fit. That's probably 2 pounds of top sirloin.
Okay.
I think the recipe calls for about 1.5 pounds, so I did a little extra.
And then this is we love to do this here at the station. Do you do this at home?
Yes.
Rocks.
Yes.
This is 1 cup of kosher salt, 1 tablespoon of coarsely ground black pepper. Mix that together, keep it by your stove, and you've always got the perfect amount of seasoning, or the perfect blend, and then you can just use your fingers, and it's great for seasoning steaks. Okay.
I do that at home because I learned that from you
guys. Oh, good, good.
So
well, we learned from you too. I'm glad we're learning from each other.
And I do it, and it's nice. So then on this, we're going to use a second skillet.
Okay.
And we're going to create kind of like a reduced sauce, maybe some flavoring for our orzo. We just have some cooked orzo. So 1/2 cup of dry red wine.
Okay. So this would be like a Cabernet Sauvignon, a Merlot, Pinot Noir. It doesn't have to be real expensive stuff. I get questions all the time about, what kind of wine to use when you're cooking, and it just depends, on the recipe. But just go to the liquor department, ask them for an inexpensive bottle of dry red wine. They'll hook you up. You can even use those little bottles, which we like to use on the show.
Great idea.
Don't get your wine, though, from the inside of the grocery store. That's more of they call it a cooking wine. It just doesn't have the flavor. So you want to get the wine that you're cooking with from the liquor store. It doesn't have to be a $20, $30 bottle of wine, though. So dry red wine in here. Beef stock.
Beef stock.
Okay. Garlic. We throw the garlic in now, too.
Garlic.
Okay.
Jarred garlic, or fresh if you have it. Good mix.
And then these are capers.
Capers.
I love capers. Capers are like a light, lemony, pickly taste. You'll find them in a little jar near the pickles. They're just fantastic in sauces, and they're great like for homemade tartar sauce. So we're gonna do a little bit of those in there too. I love them.
They had a real nice, fresh, springy flavor to this.
They really do.
And then I'm gonna add in these. I have 3 plum tomatoes.
Look at this great color on these. I'm actually gonna do a little bit of a swap here.
Okay.
To get this sauce going.
I'm gonna add about 1.5 cups of Romas.
And those are the
3 plums.
Romas are great because they're good pretty much all year round. Can't wait for tomato season though. Oh, really craving that vine ripe tomato.
So when we get that hot and going, that's gonna reduce. Just to incorporate that wine and broth that reduced together. I'm gonna add about another pound of asparagus.
Okay.
Just coarsely chopped.
Okay.
So we'll put that in.
And that goes in with the sauce as well?
Yeah.
Orzo pasta. This is something that's become more and more popular. Used to be a little hard to find. Now you can get it. I know they have it right at Festival. And it almost looks like rice.
It does.
But it's fun. It's delicious. Quick cook. I mean, drop it into
7 minutes.
7 minutes. You salted water, so you cook it just like you would pasta, but it really gives a feeling of rice. And it's, to me, sometimes like a heavy pasta dish, is much more of a winter thing. This is a great way to lighten pasta up. It's smaller. You don't need to eat as much of it. Same type of deal. So, all right, we're waiting for the sauce to cook a little bit, and our steaks. How are these steaks doing? They're looking really good. Just need to get a little more color on them. So while we're waiting for things to happen here, a couple of ways that we can get the recipes. Go to our website, fox11online.com, click on the Living tab and recipes, and they'll be right there. Or you guys at the Beef Council are so great. For people who don't have computers or don't use computers, you guys will hook them up. How does that work?
We'll just mail the recipes free. Just call us, 1-800-728-2333. It's an automated service. Just leave your name and your mailing address, and we'll mail it out free.
Awesome. Just tell them you look for the recipes that you saw on Living with Amy, and they'll get you the right ones. Okay, so we're just waiting for the tomatoes and the asparagus to cook down a little bit. Was the orzo going to go right in here with this?
That can go right into the orzo, whatever is easier.
Okay.
Because that's going to be our orzo salad side dish, if you want to call it.
So is it served warm or is it served room temperature?
It's served warm.
Okay.
But you know what? I would think you could make it ahead. put it in the refrigerator, pull it out cold, it'd be great.
Yeah, either way, yeah, exactly.
I've only had it warm, but that's a great idea.
Yum.
To save a little bit more time during the week. And
are we looking for these tomatoes just to cook just a teeny bit?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just get our asparagus a little bit al dente. It doesn't take long. 3 minutes usually to blanch asparagus.
All right, you know what we're gonna do? Take a break. We're gonna let this cook just a little bit longer and we'll plate this whole thing up. Angie's gonna stick with us. We'll finish up this recipe next, so stay with us.